Hi Taurus, and welcome to your short and sweet zodiactarotscope for the month of September. I'm going to continue doing the one short and sweet zodiactarotscope per sign per month, okay? So we're doing it the same as I've done it for July and August, which is overall energy, ending energy, and confirming and clarifying with the tarot in between. Remember, Taurus, you can watch this if you are a Taurus sun, a Taurus moon, a Taurus rising, or if you have Venus in Taurus, you can look at this from a relationship perspective, okay? Platonic through to romantic, all right? And this card just fell out, so we are taking it. Be generous. All right. The other thing I want to say, this energy could be your very own energy, something within you, okay, internally. Mentally, whatever it is. It can be people or a person. It can be events or situations, but you have be generous. This came out for another sign, and I do not remember because sometimes I'll do them over a couple days, maybe 3. And I don't know who it was, but be generous. So number 50, number 5 could be important to you, Taurus. The question here is, where do you need to be generous in your life? Is it with other people? Is it with yourself? Is it an event or situation that you are in or dealing with? As I said, remember, this isn't any area of your life. You could be, for example, and this may even resonate with someone, you could be on the parent-teacher committee, okay? And you know, it's gonna call for being generous. In what area? Don't know, because it'll be different for different people in the actual situation. But it's gonna call for generosity on your part in some way. If you need to be generous with yourself, Taurus, is it generous with yourself as in show yourself some love, care, compassion, time out, right? You may be at work and you're learning something new and difficult. Be generous, okay, with yourself. Have that compassion for yourself. Hey, I'm learning something new. I'm starting a new job, whatever it may be, okay? Everything needs to be watered. That's your generosity. Think of it as this watering can here. You water it, that's what helps it to grow. But if you hold back the water, nothing's going to grow. We're going to start with that, Taurus, all right? Let's see with tarot here if we can get some more information. This is, I feel like, you holding yourself up, but maybe are you being generous by holding someone else up so they can be the best whatever person that they can be? I feel like this will be different for different people. Being generous, does it bring in peace and harmony and balance in your life? Because this person's being balanced. I also see what I'm going to call the dove here. I kind of remember this from the other person, whatever sign had this. But yeah, it kind of feels the same. Like there is somewhere in your life that you need to be generous. And I feel like you will know where that is. And that's when I talk about, and when you hear other readers talk about resonates. Resonate is not a lazy way of, going, believe my reading. It's either you need to be more generous in your life, whether you like it or not, okay? Right? This is kind of the thing here, Taurus. You may not like the idea of having to be generous about something, but at the end of the day, it would make things better. And sometimes just out of our own ego or stubbornness, especially with Taurus, I have a Taurus moon, I understand this. We might go, I'm not being generous for that person or this situation or event, but we know that in order for it to move forward and grow and flourish, or for the good to happen, we need to be, okay? That's how it will resonate with you or not, okay? So either you're getting it, deep down you know it, whether you don't want to admit it out loud, whether this resonates with you. And if it doesn't, that's why you can look for your moon or your rising, or again, if it's about relationship of any kind, you can look at if you have Venus in Taurus, right? or sorry, wherever your Venus is, you can go look for that. You're watching this if you have Venus in Taurus. Okay, we've got Nine of Swords. Sorry, I was on a soapbox there for a minute, but I always feel that that happens when someone needs to hear that in the message. Ooh, High Priestess. Now let's keep going. I mean, I feel this is a positive thing, but hey, we're human beings and we always don't like doing what is positive or good for us, especially if we're a little stubborn. Okay, so the Tower. Love how this message is coming out. Look, whatever this is where you need to be more generous with yourself, maybe it's just about the way you tend to think about things here with this Nine of Swords. You are the rose, but right now you have yourself surrounded by 9 swords, which could chop that rose up into little pieces and destroy the rose. Well, that's what the Nine of Swords can do to you, because it can have you feeling overwhelmed. It can have you feeling anxious. It can have you losing sleep. It can have you doubting yourself. It can have you feeling down really on a mental level. It is clouding your clarity. Okay, there's something here that I feel, remember I said it could be stubbornness, that is keeping you from being generous. You need to, I feel what I need to say here, Taurus, what they're giving me is you need to understand, by holding yourself back from that, it's like you're taking little pieces out of yourself, right? You lose little pieces of yourself until eventually there's no rose left. There's no you left. So that's important for someone. You need to use your intuition. I love that the High Priestess come out because she's all-knowing and she's very intuitive. You need to stop letting your ego run the show, right? Stubborn is ego running the show. You need your High Priestess to work with your logic and rational thought, which is the way your ego should work. We know this, but you need the two of them working together, not fighting one another. And I feel in this situation, Taurus, they're fighting one another. I do. And if they keep fighting one another, it's when a Tower moment comes. And what happens, I feel like this is almost a kind of a predictive look. If you continue to not allow yourself to be generous, whether it's to yourself, with other people, event, situation, it will cause a crack. A Tower moment's going to happen. And I love to say we should work with Tower moments, because really what that Tower moment, what spirit, God, source, universe, whomever it is for you, they're causing that Tower moment in your life because something isn't built on a solid foundation. And it needs to crumble down so it can be built back up on a solid foundation. So whatever this is, the being generous is going to be built back up on a solid foundation where your logic and rational thought and your intuition are working together, solid base, solid structure, and you build this generosity or generous person, you, back up, okay? They'll bring it down because they need it to come down until these two, it's funny how readings go. These two need to work together, okay? We can't have the cat clawing at the rose. Again, pulling all the petals off one at a time. It's not going to work. All right. Ooh, that felt a little preachy, but that is the message, Taurus. They need to work together. And you know what? If you're already in the Tower moment because you haven't been letting the generosity flow, okay. Work with it. Starting right now from the time you hear this message or when it does happen, work with it, not against it. It will be less painful in the end, okay? So let's get an overall. This can come out as if you choose to stay where you are, combative, ego and intuition, heart and mind working against one another, or if you decide to have them working together. Too many come out there. We just need one. And that will wrap up your reading. Let's see here, Taurus. Far away places, get ready for new horizons. I love this. I just want to say on a quick, maybe being generous to yourself could be allowing yourself to take that trip, that little getaway that you've always wanted to take, the time out to recoup, to enjoy, to learn. Could be for some of you, and this is your message. Yeah, needs to happen. But also, you don't know, like think of fairy tales and they lived happily ever after. They went away to faraway places that were wonderful and castles, whatever. China could mean something to you here. I'm just going to say that. Sailing on water could mean something to you. Whatever this is, by letting that generosity flow from you to wherever, whatever the situation is, it's gonna have a new beginning for you, a new start. It's going to, they just made me think of this, the tall mountains back here, but also when you build that tower back up, you will be able to see different horizons, right? You'll be able to see things big picture. There's definitely a lesson in here for you. There is the possibility and the chance of really starting something new, to see something differently. So you can either take advantage of it or not here, Taurus, okay? This is your message. I hope that you enjoyed it for your short and sweet. If you're still looking for further advice or guidance, please go and check out some of my other readings. Even if a thumbnail calls to you, go in and listen to it. Even if it isn't your sun, moon, rising, or Venus sign. You know what? There could be a message in there that you need to hear, and that's why you were drawn to that particular title or thumbnail, whatever it is. Thank you so much. I hope to see you in one of those other readings. In the meantime, good luck with this. Get these two working together, okay? Thank you, Taurus. Bye-bye.